Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I love this pancake mix. The one that we get at Costco. I noticed that I'm almost out of this one. Then I have to go ahead and grab another one from my pantry to put in this place. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? A friend of mine gave me an awesome pancake recipe a long time ago that is really good. So I'm going to go ahead and share that recipe with you guys. Now this recipe is from scratch. I've had these pancakes before and they are delicious. I would say that they are better than these. These are just very convenient to have because it's just plug and play. You put in the amount that you want with the water, you can make them, good to go. But if you ran out and you didn't have a way of getting pancake mix like we're used to getting nowadays, we can always go back to the old days and make our own from scratch. And that's what I'm going to do today. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need is 1.5 cups of flour. And if you want to go ahead and make this recipe bigger, just double everything. We're going to need 1.5 cups of flour. We're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. We're going to need a half of a teaspoon of salt. Not 1 teaspoon, a half a teaspoon of salt. So you can see my milk over here. We're going to need 3/4 of a cup of milk. We're going to need 4 tabs of butter, or 4 servings of butter. Let me show you. Pretty much about a half of a stick. So you see here, this is a 4-ounce stick. And I took half of it. You can see there it says 1 tablespoon, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to need 4 tablespoons of butter. Not to include the butter that you're going to put on your pan to make the pancakes. And we're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. And we're going to need 1 egg, which I don't have out, but I'll bring out here in a second. Let's go ahead and get all of these ingredients mixed up and then see how it comes out. Alright, so we're going to start with our 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm just going to eye this half right here. It's about a half. A half of a teaspoon of salt. One and a half tablespoons of sugar. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and add 3/4 of a cup of milk to our butter. And a little more. That's about 3/4 of a cup. Try not to make a mess just like I did. Alright, we've got our milk and our butter added together. Just mix that around a little bit. Then we're going to go ahead and add our egg. And just give this a mix. Alright, now that we've got all our dry ingredients in here, we'll go ahead and stir it up. And then we will immediately go ahead and put our wet ingredients in it. Looks like some of the butter got a little hard from the cold milk, but that should be fine. Well, look at that. It looks like it needs a little more milk. So maybe it's because my flour is super dry. I don't know, but this is the exact recipe. I'm going to go ahead and add another half cup of milk and see what happens, because this is definitely not a batter. Well, that right there looks pretty good. So let's see what happens. Let me start up my stove and then let's put some on the skillet, see how they come out. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I like to use a lid on top of this. It helps to retain the moisture and the heat in there. That way the pancake will cook a little more evenly. And also helps to cook it a little quicker. Let's see how this works out. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It made 3 pancakes like this, and the last pancake is right here. It's a little bit bigger. I saved this one to the side for Mrs. Alaska Prepper because she doesn't really like it with syrup. But little Miss Alaska Prepper and I do like it with syrup, so we're going to go ahead and put some syrup on this. And ladies and gentlemen, pure maple syrup is the way to go. Alright, let's give it a try. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment of truth. Let's see, they are nice and springy, I can say that much. So they don't feel dense or anything like that. Let's see. Now let's see what they taste like. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, these are delicious. I have to say that these are better than the Costco brand that I like to call plug and play because you just need to add water to it. This is much tastier. Now, I've called over the pancake connoisseur of the Alaska Prepper family, and she's going to give it a try and give us her unbiased opinion. All right, so let's see what she thinks.
How have I somehow become the connoisseur for everything?
You're the connoisseur of everything. Oh, here, I'm trying to give you a nice piece. Here you go. Give it a try. What's that? What do you think?
It's tasty.
It's tasty. Now, you know the one that we use that's from Costco? Do you like this one better or do you like the Costco brand better?
Hard to say.
It's hard to say. You'd have to have a comparison side by side.
Probably. They're both good.
I'll tell you what. I'm a pretty good... I have a terrible memory when it comes to things that are important, but I have a pretty good memory when it comes to food, and I have to say that this is better. And, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even have to use a half a pint of ghee to make these so tasty. So, let's go ahead and... Little Miss Alaska Prepper, what do you say we go ahead and just try a little piece with nothing on it, just to see? We'll take a little bit of this piece from your mom's, from Mrs. Alaska Prepper's pancake. Let's see what she thinks. Here you go. You take that piece and I'll try this piece. So what do you think?
It's definitely better.
So do you like it plain, or would you like with the maple syrup instead?
I like it. I like all pancakes with syrup, but because it's more sugar. But no, I can definitely taste that's better now.
You like it better, huh? Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. The proof is in the pudding, and I can tell you that here in about 1.5 minutes, this is going to get split in half between me and little Miss Alaska Prepper. We're definitely going to enjoy this. Let's do a really quick bit of AP math, all right? So, one of those bags of pancake mix, if I remember right, it's about $7 for a 10-pound bag. $7. Now, that is a very good pancake mix. I've been using it for years, and it stores very well also. However, for those of you that are on a bit of a budget, if you take into consideration buying a 10-pound bag of flour, or even better, a 25-pound bag of flour is less than $10. So let's say you can get a 25-pound bag of flour for about $8 or $9. Right, so it's going to make you 2.5 times more pancakes, maybe 3 times more pancakes, because you have to add your own eggs and stuff. So I would say that in the long run, making it yourself not only will save you a few pennies, but I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, please try this recipe because it is really, really good. For those of you that hung in here this far, here is the recipe if you would like to copy it down. But do me a favor, if you do try it, please come back on one of my future videos and let us know how you liked it if you tried it. You saw yourself how simple it is to make it from scratch. And don't take my word for it that it's delicious, but make it yourselves so you can see how easy it is to make and so that you can store these ingredients just in case they become unavailable in the future. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you very much for joining in. I truly do hope that you try this. I believe you'll really like it if you like pancakes. Having said that, remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper. I'm out.